what can you say about this game? I am not, surprised how the way the game ended. I do have a little bit of concern when it comes to Georgia Southern, but I think they played their asses off. Shout out to Boise State. They did exactly what I thought they would do. Shout out to Georgia Southern. I think they did exactly what they were supposed to do in this game, and it turned into a shootout. Georgia Southern goes down to Boise State 56-45. This was a shootout exactly like I thought it would be, and pretty much everything I talked about this week kind of played in the way I thought it would be. I'm going to talk about everything that happened in this game and give you my thoughts and opinions and give you a pretty much recap on everything. So let's go ahead and get into it. Listen, what can you say about Ashton Jeanty? 20 carries for 267, 6 touchdowns. I mean, look, this kid is an absolute monster. We could not tackle. This has been an issue for Georgia Southern for a couple of years now. But what can you say? This kid is like the best running back in the country, and it showed. 6 touchdowns. Sire Gaines, his backup, is not that shabby either. 12 carries for 110. And that was basically the difference in the game early. At one point, it was 28-9. I thought this game was pretty much going to be over, but I got to give it to J.C. French. Shout out to our quarterback. He was a little rattled at first, but he managed to settle down and brought this team back from a 28-9 deficit. And at one point, we were leading 28-50, 322, 2 touchdowns, and no interceptions. And this is one thing I thought this was going to be key. We cannot turn the ball over. We didn't turn the ball over from the quarterback, but we did have a fumble from one of our receivers, which, that happened. But either way, we still managed to get back in this game. So with that being said, we were pretty much on our way to possibly win this game, even with everything going on. But at the end of the day, there are some issues that I have with the Georgia Southern coaching staff that I did not like. For one, you went for it on 4th down with 7 minutes left, which I'm not that fond of because it was still a game and you could have punted. Even though if you couldn't stop them, I would have punted because you was too far deep in your territory. And with that being said, you got to make them work for it. You got to make them fight for it. Even if it takes time off the clock, you still, what if you hold them to a field goal? What if you get a turnover? You're limiting yourself the opportunity to make something happen. But nevertheless, you still got to tip the hat off to them. Now, when you talk about the X factors that I talked about earlier in this week, Dalen Cobb did very well for himself. 2 rushes for 30 yards and also in the receiving game, 4 catches for 55 with 1 touchdown. I mean, he was exactly good as advertised. You look at the defensive side. I told y'all, Terrell Davis, another X factor, got an opportunity and intercepted the pass. This is what I was talking about when you talk about the ins and outs of this game. Who can make a difference? And those guys did their job. My main issue with Boise State was stopping the run or just letting Ashton Jeanty get what he get and don't let nobody else beat you. The issue with that is you let Sire Gaines beat you. You actually let a couple of these receivers get open. Even though none of the receivers really scored a touchdown, they were still pretty good. Cam Camper, 4 catches for 99. Latrell Caples, 5 catches for 81. Sire Gaines was the running back that had to catch the receiving touchdown. But nevertheless, you did what you're supposed to do, just letting, I ain't gonna say let, but Ashton Jeanty, look at the kid. The dude is a monster. 20 carries for 267. He did what he was supposed to do. All we had to do was, live up to our end of the deal. And for the most part, we did. I don't think the situation with Sire Gaines, him coming in and actually getting what he got. He was 12 carries for 110. That was the difference maker on that end of the ball. Maddox Madsen had 22 of 31, 281 touchdown, and we did get the interception. But J.C. French, 28 of 50, which I really wish that he was able to turn that completion percentage a little bit, better. He still threw for 322, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Jalen White had 3 touchdowns in his own right. J.C. French had a rushing touchdown. Dalen Cobb had a touchdown, and Bo Johnson had a touchdown. I will say this, guys. Georgia Southern has nothing to be ashamed of. You played this team, probably the best G5 team in the country, just like you were supposed to. G5 team, and also you had a situation where you were playing against the best running back in the country. He was able to get what he got, and you still end up only losing by 11. And it was like, at one point, it could have been a situation where we could have won this game. So at the end of the day, you look forward to Nevada. Go ahead and see if you could do what you could do against them. Boise State's going to do their thing. Shout out to Ashton Gentry. I think this kid is going to be he could be the best running back in the country. Definitely will see him playing on Sundays. And you can't do nothing but salute to that kid because that guy is an absolute monster. Absolute monster. And like I said, when it comes to Georgia Southern, it's nothing to hang your hat off. I mean, you can't hold your head down, I'll say that, for what has happened. I mean, it's not like you got ran off the field. It's not like you got, beat up or anything. You just got ran over by the best running back in the country. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's going to do that to a lot of players throughout his throughout the entire season. So it's nothing to really be ashamed of. The only thing you can do is know that you played your best ball. You played your best ball in this whole situation. It's not like it was an embarrassing loss. J.C. French got his feet up under him and played a lot better in the second half, or basically in the second quarter. And look, you scored 16 points in the second quarter, 14 in the third, 15 in the fourth. I mean, with that, you would think that you would win a game like that, but nevertheless, I knew this was going to be a shootout. The main thing is you just got to take advantage of the opportunities. And I'll go back and say this. I think that going forward on fourth down with 7 minutes left was pretty much giving the other team 6 to 8 more points. Now you're looking at a situation where this game could have been, a 2 or 3 point game, a 3 or 4 point game, and all bets are off. But nevertheless, hopefully you guys made it this far in this video. I really appreciate it. Shout out to all the Boise State fans who came over to watch this video, watch my other videos. I cannot thank you guys enough. You guys are absolutely awesome. Great fan base, really good team. And you guys are pretty tough. It's a pretty tough team. And tip my hat to you guys. You guys are absolutely awesome. In Georgia Southern, the season continues. You go up there, you got to play Nevada. You play like you played in these last 3 quarters. I think you can beat Nevada easily, but we'll talk about that later on in the week. We got Ole Miss, top SEC team. I don't know what to say about that. Then after that, we're pretty much going to be running the table with the Sun Belt or whatever the case may be. I think we also play South Carolina State. But there's nothing to be ashamed of. I mean, you guys did absolutely amazing. Boise State did great as well. And I have nothing else to say. Let me know what you guys think in this video. If you like it, hit the like button, share this video. Give me some feedback in the comment section, because I definitely will be responding. I responded to all the talk that I had earlier this week, and it was kind of fun. A lot of people thought we was going to lose by 60-something points. Some people thought Boise State was going to beat us by, 70-14. I saw some people saying, like, we weren't going to, score on 7 or 8 drives. Hey, look, man, 45 points. I mean, that's 6 touchdowns and a field goal. So that's 7 drives. Hey, I don't know what to say. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I'm going to get up out of here. All right, y'all. Peace.